The Lakhmids, Banu Lak, or Muntharides, were an Arab Christian kingdom who lived in southern Iraq, and made Al-Hira their capital in 266. Poets described it as a paradise on earth. An Arab poet described the city's pleasant climate and beauty thus: "One day in Al-Hira is better than a year of treatment." The Al-Hira ruins are located 3 kilometers south of Kufa, on the west bank of the Euphrates. Their descendants today are the Mandaris, present in the Sultanate of Oman, Iraq, and the United Arab Emirates, the Namanis, another Arab tribe in Oman, and several other tribes and families. All of the aforementioned tribes belong to either Abadi or Sunni Islam. Some other descendants include the powerful Druze Aslin princely family. History. The Lakhmid kingdom was founded by the Lakham tribe that emigrated from Yemen in the 2nd century and ruled by the Banu Lak, hence the name given it. The founder of the dynasty was Amr, whose son Imru al-Qais is claimed to have converted to Christianity according to Western authors. Imru al-Qais dreamt of a unified and independent Arab kingdom. Following that dream, he seized many cities in Arabia. He then formed a large army and developed the kingdom as a naval power, which consisted of a fleet of ships operating along the Bahraini coast. From this position, he attacked the coastal cities of Iran, which at that time was in civil war, due to a dispute as to the succession, even raiding the birthplace of the Sassanid kings, the province of Pars. In 325, the Persians, led by Shapur II, began a campaign against the Arab kingdoms. When Imru al-Qais realized that a mighty Persian army composed of 60,000 warriors was approaching his kingdom, he asked for the assistance of the Roman Empire. Constantius II promised to assist him but was unable to provide that help when it was needed. The Persians advanced toward Al-Hira and a series of vicious battles took place over Al-Hira and the surrounding cities. Shapur II crushed the Lakhmid army and captured Al-Hira. He ordered the extermination of its population in retaliation of their raids on Pars. In this, the young Shapur acted much more violently than was normal at the time in order to demonstrate to both the Arab kingdoms and the Persian nobility his power and authority. Shapur's title in Arabic is Thul, Aktaf, meaning owner of the shoulders, as he pierced the shoulders of his captives and chained them to each other by a rope. He installed Oz ibn Kalam and gave the city autonomy, thus making the kingdom a buffer zone between the Persian Empire's mainland and the territory of other Arabs in the peninsula. Imru al-Qais escaped to Bahrain, taking his dream of a unified Arab nation with him, and then to Syria seeking the promised assistance from Constantius II, which never materialized, so he stayed there until he died. With him ended the dream of a united Arab kingdom until after the advent of Islam. When he died, he was entombed at Al-Nimara in the Syrian desert. Imru al-Qais' funerary inscription is written in an extremely difficult type of script. Recently there has been a revival of interest in the inscription, and controversy has arisen over its precise implications. It is now certain that Imru al-Qais claimed the title King of all the Arabs, and also claimed in the inscription to have campaigned successfully over the entire north and center of the peninsula, as far as the border of Najran. 2 years after his death, in the year 330, a revolt took place where Oz ibn Kalam was killed and succeeded by the son of Imru al-Qais, Amr. Thereafter, the Lakhmids' main rivals were the Ghassanids, who were vassals of the Sassanids' archenemy, the Byzantine Empire. The Lakhmid kingdom could have been a major center of the Nestorian sect of Christianity which was nurtured by the Sassanids, as it opposed the Orthodox religion of Byzantium. The Lakhmids remained influential throughout the 6th century. Nevertheless, in 602, the last Lakhmid king, Numan III, was put to death by the Sassanid king Khosrau II because of a false suspicion of treason, and the Lakhmid kingdom was annexed. Islam overran the Sassanid Empire in the 7th century. At that point, the city was abandoned and its materials were used to reconstruct Kufa, its exhausted twin city. It is now widely believed that the annexation of the Lakhmid kingdom was one of the main factors behind the fall of Sassanid dynasty to the Muslim Arabs in the Islamic conquest of Persia, as the Lakhmids agreed to act as spies for the Muslims after being defeated in the Battle of Hira by Khalid ibn al-Walid. Arab-Persian War. The Battle of Dhiqar, a pre-Islamic battle, pitted the Arabs in southern Iraq against a Persian army. 609. According to the Arab historian Abu Ubaidah, Khosrau II was angry with King Numan III for refusing to give him and his daughter in marriage, and therefore imprisoned him. Subsequently, Khosrau sent troops to recover the Numan family armor, but Hani bin Masood refused, and the Arab forces of Persian Empire were annihilated at the Battle of Dhiqar, near Al-Hira, the Lakhmid dynasty's capital. Hira, sometimes spelled Hira, stood just south of the Iraqi city of Kufa. Lakhmid Kingdom facts. Al-Hira became the cradle of the Arabic alphabet. Poets born in the kingdom included Al-Nabiga al-Thubyani, Laki ibn Yuramah al-Ayada, Al-Qamar ibn Abada and Uday ibn Zayd al-Abadi. Other great poets visited, like Tarifar ibn al-Abd and Amr ibn Kulthum. The Sassanid army, along with al-Mundir III ibn al-Numan himself and his army, defeated the famed Byzantine general Belisarius at the Battle of Callinicum. The Lakhmids sometimes had good relations with the Persians. Bahram V lived in Al-Hira and was educated at the court of al-Mundir I, whose support helped him gain the throne after the assassination of his father. Lakhmid rulers. Descendants. The Lakhmid dynasty had a prince once called Arslan bin Malik bin Barakat. After the abolishment of the Lakhmid kingdom of the Hira, the family name of Arslan was given to the descendants of the dynasty. The Arslan family was sent to the coast of the Lebanon by the Muslim Khalifa in 634 and they were responsible of guarding the coast and protecting it. They ruled Beirut for 476 years. Prince Arslan bin al-Mundir founded the Principality of Sin el-Fil in 759 in Beirut. It was the base of the afterwards Principality of Mount Lebanon, who was the base of the foundation of Greater Lebanon. Arslan family. The Arslan dynasty is still one of the most powerful Lebanese political families, and is now considered to be a hereditary Druze leadership dynasty. The current leader of the Arslan family since 1989 is Emir Talal Arslan, whose father was the Lebanese independence hero, and Lebanese Minister of Defense for over 30 years. Emir Majid Arslan. Recent leaders of the Arslan family of Lebanon are Emir Tufik Arslan, Emir Majid Arslan, Emir Faisal Arslan in conjunction with Emir Kaula Majid Arslan, Emir Talal Arslan. Al-Mandari, Al-Namani families. The Mandari and Namani tribes are the main descendants of the Lakhmids in the Persian Gulf. They are, for the most part, the same family with superficial, simple differences. The main difference is that the Namani family traces its lineage back to al-Numan III ibn al-Mundir, while the Mandari family traces it back to his grandfather, King al-Mundir ibn Imru al-Qais, but a significant number of members of the al-Mandari tribe are descendants of King al-Numan III ibn al-Mundir. Both families are mainly situated in the Iraq, Yemen, the United Arab Emirates, and the Sultanate of Oman. Both families are well known for their members engaging in merchantry and judicial responsibilities. Al-Abadi Dynasty. This family in particular descends from the Lakhmids that ruled the historical area of modern-day Andalusia, Al-Andalus, known as the Abadids. Members of this family are restricted to the descendants of the grandfather of powerful Ababid king, Abu al-Qasim Muhammad ibn Abad, who is said to be a descendant of the Lakhmid king al-Numan III ibn al-Mundir, which makes the members of this dynasty members of the Namani and Mandari families by phylogeny. This dynasty is extinguished in male line with Prince Rashid and Prince Al-Radi that were killed. The most prominent member of the Abadids was King Al-Mu'tamid ibn Abad, who was the ruler of Taifa of Seville, which was the biggest and most illustrious of all Muslim Taifas of Andalusia. His shrine is in Morocco, particularly in Marrakesh.